last person you're currently seeing on screen is the new player, and that's Fredboat, which everyone knows and loves. Speaking of which, I'm going to mute him. There we go. In case someone wants to play something copyrighted, I don't want to get my ass eaten. Anehuzin, we pick up with the crew. Well, picking up their stuffs as they pack up to proceed moving again. Scully, did you do something over the night? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Scully masturbated furiously.
No!
He created scrolls of invisibility.
That's something
There
I
we go.
The first scrolls were created.
Not the first ones.
Snows of Scrollball have been made.
What?
Don't worry about it. You find yourself an old Snow of Scrollball.
There's
The mandatory rolls of D100s at the start of the game.
Let's see what stupidity is inbound for us today.
Apparently my... What the fuck are you doing?
Either getting a drink or taking a piss. I'm hoping the former.
This is a weird breakfast.
Who the fuck is... Was it Memento?
No, it was Charles.
Charles, the fuck are you doing?
Getting ready to cook rice.
So
Push
what?
to talk,
Okay.
motherfucker! I don't want this in my recording.
Alright then.
Either that or I'll just keep you muted until your designated lines per session are up.
Zoinks.
Oh, the stream's already restarted once. I think.
Oh, we can just cut that first part out then.
Yeah, nothing important's really happened.
I mean, Charles was cooking rice, that's pretty important.
I hope that stays. I hope it's lost to time. I will go through the effort of editing it just to cut that out. Welcome everyone back to the game. Everyone's finished their nightly duties, woken up, and proceeded to disassemble, well, their tent. I'll just assume everyone goes back to their pecking order in their cars, since you all determined what you were doing last session.
Yeah. I will get onto the back of the truck with my mech armor again.
Yes, they will ratchet strap your feet down to it.
Jonathan with us today.
What?
Jonathan will not be with us today.
I know. He told me.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm just saying that because he just said it in chat.
I need one hot minute. So if you're talking amongst yourselves while you're, I don't know, standing on the back of the flatbed.
I am gonna be a second myself because my family has decided to make another issue.
Hughes is just fiddling around with his
It is
drone, giving it a test flight. What's our professional doing now that he has completed the scrolls?
Just probably checking over the vehicle to make sure there's no fucking birds in it again. Fucking.
There's nothing wrong with how I drive.
No, not that kind of birds. Like the fucking birds in the engine block from the last session. Gonna be checking over that to make sure that doesn't happen again.
So what routine checks is your character doing? Let's see. Real better commander. Oh, he must be doing something in real life then.
It is very quiet.
Yeah, I thought he was still with us, but apparently he went off to do something. Alright, since we don't want Fuse handling pots and pans, I'm gonna momentarily mute myself. So you can go through the usual professional checking up your weapons, making sure things are as clean as the desert will allow you to get them.
Yep.
Before you can say, yeah, you're ready for the day.
Second.
Man, I'm glad the two of you aren't the only players here. Because, my god, I'm pretty sure anyone that would want to watch this would fall asleep.
Yep. How would we just skip past the fucking getting ready in the morning, just get up and go? Because it seems very quiet.
Too quiet.
Oh god, yeah, there are only two of us speaking. Fucking hell.
Yeah, the other guy said he was off to go deal with family things.
Well,
You
I'm not
absolute
really part of,
monkeys.
I'm not part of this session, so I didn't want to.
I know.
Yeah, but and
You're
we're
fine.
waiting on Charles because they're making some fucking rice right now.
I literally said 20 minutes ago, make sure all your dinner and shit's ready. Nope, session starts. I'm gonna go make some rice. You know, you wonder why we always start about half an hour late. It's because people want to do shit as we start.
Pretty much, yeah.
Alright.
But yeah, Scully, as you open up the hood of the car, two barn owls fly out.
How the fuck did those get in there?
So that's what those D-100s are for. It's how many birds spawn in the engine.
You could say that. We are getting constant drop frames. Stream is no bueno.
Where did... Fuck. Where do these birds even come from? Meant to be set in character, fuck it.
Well, you know... Have you considered just putting an electric fence around the front of the car?
They're birds! They can go over it.
Yeah.
By the theory of general relativity, they never actually do go over it. So it might deter them.
You see Gon open up the hood of the truck. Start fucking around inside it. No birds come out of that one.
Also, is this fair? We got some meat from last night?
I know, we'll probably give you a thumbs up.
We got some what?
Your food from last night was from a bird she caught.
Ah!
Several birds that she got.
Uh,
Is there like a bird spawner inside of it?
I don't know.
Yes, when you look inside the engine, you see a small cage of the bird rotating violently.
What the fuck is this shit?
After blinking a few times, it's gone. You've gone. You believe you're seeing things.
Fucking losers.
But yeah, after everything's packed up and they load your fat ass mech onto the flatbed.
Hey, don't shame me for being dummy thick.
And they ratchet strap your feet down
There we go.
so you can't get off. Well, fall off. Both, really. If you really wanted to, you could probably just cut the ratchet strap and get off yourself, but it'll prevent you from falling off during evasive maneuvers.
Need an energy sword attached to my arm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure your mech does not have any melee weapons. Quick,
Yeah,
pop
I
out
need-
the mech, pull out your small knife, cut the ratchet strap!
Yeah, I need a fusion blade on my wrist. Playing Tau Cold Stars up in here.
Time to add that to your list of shit you want the weaponsmith to make.
Railgun, point defense, fusion blade. It's getting longer and longer.
Rocket jump jets. More armor. A higher shield count.
Yes, definitely.
What else? Environmental hazard reduction.
I mean, that one's already part of the suit.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's pretty hot inside that suit. About 5 degrees hotter than outside the suit. Most of the cooling for the suit is to keep all the electronics chilled. Not you. In true military fashion. I actually have a buddy who is a loader in an M1 Abrams. And he can attest to that.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, the AC unit and other coolings that are on that tank are meant to keep all the electronics cool, not the people inside. It's hot as balls in there. Some of the greatest weapons of war ever made, and they don't care about the crew inside.
Sounds like the military.
Yeah. I will say though, he stated how comfortable the driver's seat is. The driver's seat was made by Lazy Boy.
Of course.
Yes, the driver's seat in an M1's Abrams is a Lazy Boy recliner.
Of course it is.
The thing is, I could actually believe that in real life.
Yeah.
It
I
is
believe
real
it.
life. It is. This is a testament from a person who is in it, who works in an Abram. Every other chair is terrible.
I mean,
He also says it
So is
stinks like hell in there. Because that thing is chemical warfare proof. So it is airtight.
it's
While
also
there are-
surrounded- isn't
while
it
there
also
are-
surrounded by
Like
uranium?
what? 5-6 people
No.
in there?
Don't they use depleted uranium for the outside armor, or is that
No.
for the? No, that's for the rounds, right?
Yeah,
That's for a few rounds, yes.
And for projectiles.
They don't always carry them, but they do have a few. To my
Yeah.
understanding.
What's the armor made out of?
I don't know. That's a secret.
It's made of metal.
It's made of freedom.
That too.
It's called the Freebrums for nothing. Feel my Freebrums.
You may call me sheep.
We are tankmen. We are the wrath of a vengeful god put on this earth. Anyway,
So- yeah.
but yeah, that tank is sealed tight. While yes, it can pull CO2 out of the oxygen so people don't suffocate in there, it doesn't remove any stenches in there. So the BO of everyone inside, if you sweating and all that, yeah.
God help you if someone had Taco Bell the night before.
Oh yeah. You also have to use the bathroom in there as well.
Mhm.
1
Again.
and 2.
Again,
Your officer
God
will
help
tell you to
someone had
save.
Taco Bell.
Well, you all have military rations and MREs, so they're MRE.
Mm-hmm.
Which your tank officer will definitely tell you to keep your the wrapper of your MRE bag. So you can shit in it later.
What the fuck?
Well, you're not allowed to hop outside the tank and take a shit.
Fair enough, but still, Jesus Christ.
And you either hold on to that somewhere in the tank, ask the loader if he'll be kind enough to toss it in the barrel for you, so you can fire it off with the next round. Or if it doesn't sound like rain on a tin roof outside, you can temporarily open the hatch a little bit to reach out and throw that fucker.
So it utilizes so the M1 Abram utilizes composite reactive armor of layered elastomer, reactive armor plates, and steel.
And ceramic plates.
I don't know if they do use
They
ceramic.
do. They use ceramic because it is 10 times harder than most other materials, but it's very fragile. So it's very good at stopping super penetrator rounds. Like those tungsten rods that they fire. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
good
it
at
only
stopping
lasts
those.
for one.
It can only
Maybe
take...
two if you're lucky.
Well, those things are made in tiny little squares. And there's billions of them. Dude, most of the actual turret in an Abrams is nothing but armor. Like 3.5
Huh.
feet of it.
Jesus.
From the front, back, like if you go to freaking... Just log into War Thunder and go to the very bottom and look at it and just click on the armor. You'll see it.
Oh no, the M1 Abrams does use depleted uranium armor.
I am
They
mildly
use it
curious.
instead of ceramic.
How fucked would someone be if an enemy tank managed to get around perfectly down their barrel?
Very.
Yeah, but the chance of that
It's
happening
low, but if it happens, that's a hoop boy.
low.
They would have to be
doesn't-
very close, and you'd have to be staring barrel to barrel. Otherwise, just the natural arc of the round would never allow it to go straight down.
Yeah. Low is not the begin. Like low doesn't even start to be to describe.
There is a
That's like
chance,
saying-
but it's not a calculable chance.
Yeah, that's like saying
Going into the barrel, yes. Going down the barrel, no.
Yeah. Also,
Hell, in most war, tankers were trained that if you couldn't hurt the vehicle, you aim for their barrel. Because just about any round can break the barrel. Put a hole in it, make it useless.
Still really hard to hit the barrel.
Yeah, it's a very small target.
Well, if you can hit it, fucking hit it.
Yeah. But anyway,
Small targets are
traveling.
always the most crippling.
Yeah, I was about to ask, are we gonna...
Let's move on.
What do you mean? You're already on the road again. On the road again.
road again?
Living my way, living in the way. Anyway, we've already had 5 problems with the stream, and we're not even 20 minutes in.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind being slightly slow so we can allow the twink to catch up, but...
Notifications, dropped frames. Up to 50%.
Woo! Fuck.
Some wonderful stream quality right there.
Oh yeah. Oh no, hey, anyone want to pop on to Twitch and look at this real quick? It looks terrible.
Sure.
I probably could.
I'm gonna close down me watching the Twitch stream separately. I do not wish to know.
Wait, why would dropping frames matter in a still image anyways?
Valid.
That's fair, yeah. Not
Well,
much
it's not
reach.
still image, it's... The only thing that's constantly changing is the little green flashes around our voice boxes.
Yeah.
It's good for people to know who's talking, for those who actually watch this, which there's a few. Like 4, 5 people.
Not many, but some.
A few of these videos get like 9, 10 views.
Better than nothing.
Wow, you broke for 10.
Yeah.
That sounded vaguely sarcastic.
It did. It
was.
sounded very pessimistic. Anyway.
I think it was sarcastic.
I know it was. Surprised Sarah is in here. Strike 1. 2 more sessions and she's kicked. I have an old player that wants to come back and he's been waiting, so
Oh, great. Now I have ringing in ear. Wonderful.
ah, tinnitus.
Probably still an actor effective when I stood next to my dad when he fired a shotgun while I wasn't wearing hearing protection when I was younger.
Oi.
No. Unless you were like 3, no. You'll have temporary combat deafness, but you won't get permanent tinnitus. Unless you just kept firing.
I think it was like 3, maybe 4 rounds.
I was about to say, unless he magged up about 20 fucking rounds next to you, you should be fine.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So it's just a random occurrence. It'll pass.
Yeah. Go ahead.
People are actually still watching the last episode. That's cool.
What?
Oh no, I'm looking at the YouTube. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like this is a more relaxed session than usual. Probably because nobody showed up.
Pretty much,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm just looking. Oh yeah, 10 people for 17 for the first hour, and then 5 for the second hour. One person liked number 16.
My arrival was so powerful that it severed the stream in half.
Uh-oh. Good times.
Um, so
But yes, as one thing I describe is to describe the vista. You see the faint outline of of very dark smoke and the light greenish smoke of the crash ship off in the distance. As you proceed the opposite direction, following the cliffside. As the gaggle of vehicles just meander over the sand. During the early morning, you're in the shadow of this cliff. And I do mean cliff.
Sheer rock face.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, maybe the ramp could be able to climb.
it's
maybe
more of
the
like
leaf
80. It's more of an 80-degree face, not a 90-degree face, but you get the picture.
Yeah, the ram could probably climb that.
He ain't an actual ram. He would have as much difficulty as you guys.
I know, I'm
Maybe
just making a joke.
I appreciate the joke. I'm even picturing what it would be like in character, just staring at him, staring back at us.
Walking up, just casually walking up a near sheer cliff face is like, what?
He is not a Skyrim horse. He does not carry this power.
You ever see a mountain goat?
I have.
That's what I'm referencing.
He does have hooved feet, so just see him bounding up the side of the cliff. Ding, 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 ding. Just jumping from one spot to another. Just boop, 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 top. He put an Astartes to shame.
Probably.
No, not really.
Anywho, I think the only other reason he wouldn't really do it is because he says, I am carrying explosives.
Trips, falls, hits a rock, removes mountain face. But yes, after several hours of driving, actually because of the random chart, not much happens over the course of the next few days. The vista changes from various jagged cliffs, rock spires that come out of absolute nowhere in the desert, and rolling desert. Matched by grueling heat, day, and freezing temperatures at night. Like
Today is
-5.
a good day.
-5 degrees Fahrenheit. Freezing temperatures.
We're getting all this bombardment by nature, and Fuse still sounds optimistic. Today is a good day.
This goes on for several days. After about 2 days of travel, you start noticing that your tent, a few of the supports are kind of bent.
Oh, god damn it.
Looking where they fold up and lay, they match up for where the new guy stands on the bed of the truck.
it's not my fault.
Oh.
Y'all strap my feet to it. I can't move.
Ooh, fuck, that was a roll.
I don't even
during
know
one
what
of
it
the
was for. That
nights,
was mostly for fun.
during one of the nights as Fuse is trying to work on a new drone, you hear it whiz and take off, promptly spin out, and then ram into the side of one of the trucks.
Damn it! Gonna have
As
to-
it shatters into a million pieces, just like if you had like one of those Lego houses and you threw it against a wall, it'd be like that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The pieces are still intact. You
Some,
just need to put them back together.
having actually made some significant Lego structures in the past, that actually hurts me. Ooh.
All the pieces are there and still intact. You can put it back together, but it's now in
just-
1,000
It's gonna
plus
take
pieces.
some time now.
Yeah, it's pain.
Fuse, darn.
hmm
Fuse does determine that one of the motors wasn't working, so it immediately spun out. 10 notifications for dropped frames since the
boy.
beginning of the stream.
Hmm.
It is dropping. We're down to 36 frames lost over the last 2 minutes. Good times! Because everybody needs to see this gripping action.
Yeah.
Over the course of the journey, your charge gets more and more irritated as the days go on. He proceeds to bitch about the food, which a lot of you have completely forgot to bring anything and have been living purely on whatever's been caught. You guys actually starved for a day?
I mean,
Yeah, Fuse doesn't notice because he busies himself with the drone. Everyone else, though.
We should have remembered food. Yeah, what the fuck?
I crashed from a spaceship.
I just got out of a crashed spaceship. What's your excuse? Lucky you have enough water. This would be a whole different story. Story of how the would-be mercenaries died of dehydration while trying to escort a rich fuck.
Yep.
Rich bastard.
Yeah. His last name is Goldstein. What do you think?
I think he's an asshole.
He is. As this man just... As you watch this man casually just throw trash out his window of half-eaten food.
Alright, that's biodegradable. We can leave that alone.
Yeah, it's
The tin cans and the wrappers are not biodegradable.
I'm taking the tin cans.
I don't care.
You're
about
in
the
front
time.
of him while you're driving, so you don't see that, because you and Scully are the vanguard with your little armored buggy with fucking grease gun turret.
Fuse is gonna fuss about this later when he finds out that tins were tossed and he wasn't informed.
Gone probably would have tried to grab it, but Ina probably didn't want to stop, so... Gone might also be bitching about it later.
Hey,
They
they
think
could've- depending on how close they were, they could maybe make a roll to pick it up on the way past. Unless you were
No.
going
He
at
might have gotten one or two, but lost a significant amount.
He
of
didn't
them.
get a single one. Although you definitely were hurting by the nighttime as Gone bitching at Ina for not stopping because he wanted to grab tin cans. You know what kind of explosives I could put in those?
Oh, tin cans, yeah. Yeah, those are... Yeah, you can make some pretty nasty IEDs with those.
You make pretty nasty anything with those. Anywhosen.
I mean, if we're so concerned about them being a danger to the environment, I could just turn them to slag. Would that help?
No.
Okay, Fuse just brings him over closer and is like, okay, that's just a front. We don't really care. I just want to recycle what can be recycled.
We're poor motherfuckers and we want everything that isn't nailed down. That's what that translates to.
Party. The thing with this, everything that isn't nailed down is slander because it implies that you do not know how to operate a claw hammer.
Nice one.
I don't know, none of you have a claw hammer except Gone.
That is fair. But they know how to operate it, so they could take things that are nailed down too.
Sorry. Okay, do you know how hard it is to pull out power-nailed objects?
No.
Extremely.
Fair enough.
When I worked on my bridge project, we used a concussive power nailer to nail bits of plastic to metal frames. Those things were absolute bitches to pull off. We ran around with a breaker bar getting that shut off. New guys would break their claw hammers trying to get these things out.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and it's just a little solid steel nail driven in by a little 22 round, a 22 short round.
Holy fuck!
And it puts that in hard enough to break your standard claw hammer. You're like wooden and plastic ones. The metal ones would just bend. So we'd run around with a massive breaker bar, and you could easily pop them out with that. Just boop, boop, boop. Yep, no problems. Little claw hammer. Oh, the mechanical advantage of a lever.
So,
I digress. You reach your objective. As it has now been about that week of travel.
Huzzah!
You know you knew you were nearing your target as birds became more common in your vehicle.
God damn it! Where did it come from?
You are frustrated, but Aina is thrilled because she's like, all right, got way more to cook now.
Yeah, Ina's begun like catching these things every morning. She just stands behind you waiting for you to open up the hood. Hood opens. Mike! She'd always grab at least two.
God damn it.
But you started to notice that there were different birds. They were sea-going birds, like seagulls.
Oh god, those rats
Kill
with
bees.
wings.
Seagulls, kill bees, and pigeons.
Nice.
Oh great, more rats with wings.
There were a lot of pigeons in there.
Shit, birds.
Like, they knocked you over when the hood opened.
Holy fuck.
Wow. Those guys better watch out. He has their feathers memorized now.
How the fuck are that many birds able to cram themselves into an engine block over the course of a night?
Well, over that same night, there was a small dust storm.
That would do it.
That's probably why, especially the pigeons.
you know, I think that the electric fence idea would actually work quite well.
Yeah, you knew they were in there before you went and opened it up because there were a few hanging out underneath the car.
Like bats?
No. Like they were standing and sitting around underneath the buggy, like next to the.
Fuck. It might be a good idea to put some fucking chicken wire underneath the.
They were
thing.
standing with inside the wheel wells underneath the car.
Jesus.
So you opened the hood. As you walked up, the ones on the wheel wells fucked off. You're like, the fuck? Open the hood. Ina only got one. There was just so many. Couldn't focus on any of them. Just
Holy shit! Yeah, we might need to get some fucking like chicken wire installed on the bottom of that thing or something.
Ina wants a net at this point.
I think we should get an electric fence underneath the car.
That would use a lot of power.
I am a fusion reactor.
Fair point. Is it wireless?
Is it wireless?
That's the problem. Is the power transmission wireless? If you can do that, I highly doubt you'll be able to get the power to the fucking buggy.
I do have a wireless method of transmitting power. Would you like to see it?
Is it lasers?
Would you like to find out?
I am curious, but it's probably a bad idea.
Pew!
Yeah, it's lasers. And I'm not even talking in character. Y'all don't recognize it.
Yeah, lasers is actually probably one of the better ways to transmit power over extreme distances, especially in vacuums.
Kill them with lasers.
Yeah, lasers are wireless energy transmission.
Pretty much, yeah.
It just happens to involve turning whatever you hit with said laser to slag unless it's designed to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember playing Dyson Sphere program, and yeah, that's the only means of transmitting power between planets. Lasers.
Why don't you just use energy credits?
Dyson Sphere program.
I know.
Not Stellaris.
I know. I was making a shitty joke.
Actually, you can ship around power batteries. So instead of wirelessly transmitting the power from the sun to the planet, you instead charge them at a different planet, ship them off via mass freight, unload them on the planet in question, and then just decharge them. And then send back the uncharged,
That
batteries.
does not sound efficient.
It actually is!
Really?
It's pretty efficient. Each of those batteries have a massive amount of charge.
Ah, that makes sense.
So, we're here at our destination. What the fuck is our destination?
Yes, as you as you begin climbing up a relatively steep cliff, hill. There you go. Yeah, the rolling dunes slowly subside to just sheer rock.
Hmm.
A little bit of sand, a little bit of dirt mixed in. You start seeing some greenery for a change.
Yay.
Little plants here and there. As you crest the top of it, you definitely begin to smell the salt and hear the ocean. As you reach the top of this little, very tall hill. Not quite a mountain. Go
Oh,
away.
wow.
Do we hear faint echoing of music from a puma in the ocean, or no?
What?
Now we're ignoring that one. It's too out of place.
No. Aw. It's a
RVB reference.
yeah. Okay, at least somebody got it. At least somebody.
I immediately said the fucking Warthog polka song bled through my head when you mentioned that.
Yeah.
But no. You don't hear polka music.
Yay!
As you reach the top, you do see a fairly decent-sized, think New York, sprawling city on the coast. Actually, Chicago. Think Chicago.
Is it gonna be how like Chicago is it?
It's Chicago.
So expect some Chirac type stuff.
Yeah,
So-
as you start approaching the top of this little mound, there was you start to come across a dirt road, which leads to the city. Good times.
There
It's nice to have a road.
Yep.
As you begin going down the road, you get hailed on the communicator for where you're actually going, which is outside the city.
Okay.
So the lot of you spend an extra about 10. Charles, mute yourself. 10 about. I'm about to say 20 minutes. No, I'm about to say 10, 20 minutes. No. You're slower than that. It's about a 4.5 hour drive from where you were to where you need to be. Charles, mute yourself. Before I mute you for you. And you find yourself at a small warehouse with its own dock. And a large yacht parked at that dock.
Of course.
Once you arrive, your charge is like, finally! He hops out and waddles away. A few of his guards hop out of their mobile van and easily catch up with him.
Yeah, of course.
The butler approaches your group and is like, I'm terribly sorry for how the master acted, but here's your payment. Thank you.
No worries. I do not envy your position.
Excuse me. Oh, fuck. Excuse me. Sorry.
If I recall correctly, it was 100 dong per person. Or it was like 500 dong total, one of the two. I'll just assume the total, because it sounds more like what I was doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
total. And then
That
we split it up equally.
is not very much.
Did you guys not negotiate the price of the job before taking it?
I don't even remember.
I think that was the price. It might have been higher. We can look back through the recordings and figure out what it was.
Yeah.
I'll just say it's 500 for now.
Mm-hmm.
How many sessions have you been doing this mission for?
This would be number 2.
Oh, so it's the one before I joined.
Yeah.
Alright. Um. Alright, well, we're gonna
You
decide
do
on
watch as a lot of the bodyguards are also paid off, and then they just fuck off. While the butler and a few others hop onto the yacht, and it quickly leaves.
I give the butler a salute.
He gives a wave.
Poor man has to deal with his bullshit.
Yep. I kind of want to go into the city to see if there's a contract on for that fuckwit's head, but I just don't want to deal with him any further, even in that capacity.
Let's just pretend he doesn't exist and find a job in
Pretty
the
much.
city.
Yep.
Okay, gang.
And let's try
What's your
to
plans?
be more prepared for the deserts.
So,
Your immediate vicinity is your 2 vehicles parked in front of a warehouse. This warehouse is fairly alone in terms of buildings, as it's just this warehouse and the dock behind it, with a rapidly leaving yacht. Yeah, for about, I don't know, 1,000 feet in every direction is just about nothing. There's a few shanty houses here and there. And the small dirt road that leads to this place. Further towards the city, there's another warehouse with a similar... Just by looking at it, you can tell that this is just a storage area for unloading ships here and there. And these are spaced out every 1,000 feet or so, going back towards the city.
Okay.
There's not much between them or around them.
so what's next on the menu? Anybody have any plans, or shall we just head on straight back to the city? Or to the city if you didn't come from there originally.
This will be the first time anyone has seen this city.
Yep.
Well, I don't know that.
I'm just stating this for game purposes.
Yep.
Everyone in game, this is the first time anyone's seen the city. Actually, this is the first time anyone's been near water on this planet, as a matter of fact.
That's a novel experience here.
Welcome to the desert world. This is its only ocean. Everyone's dead.
Yeah, well, if nobody has any ideas, Felix will just, So, are the warehouses locked up, or is there stuff in there we can take?
There seems to be pretty heavy-duty locks on them. The one that you are sitting in front of is unlocked currently. As those, as the Suburbans of the other bodyguards are now leaving.
If the warehouse in front of us is unlocked, does anyone want to see what's inside?
May as well.
What would the goat say?
Probably say
Let's not.
he'd probably hope there's napalm in there.
Let's check it out, see if there's a little bit of food we can commandeer or something like that.
Yep.
So as you easily open the door, you're immediately overcome with the stench of rotting fish.
Good thing I'm in an environmental suit. I'm just gonna close the door.
Yes, it doesn't indeed keep outside shit from coming in.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay then.
Yeah, guys, that answers that question of the food. Shall we head back to, head to the city? Guess instead of some, lunch, maybe?
Say that again.
I
but
see no reason to turn that down.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder in the city if we might stumble into a mercenary or something.
We probably will, considering where I'm going to be heading.
Felix gonna hop back on the flatbed and we can, all... I think we should just, head on back to the, or not head on back, but head on to the city.
Yep.
Get some
Okay.
brunch. Maybe some champagne. So, did more pigeons spawn in the engine?
Probably.
I can't wait to be in the city and see how many pigeons spawn in there. God himself. We're going back. We're going to the city.
To the city! Yeah, you quite quickly make your way there. Paved roads are great for travel.
Wonderful.
Indeed.
So-
As you begin entering the city, you see a wonderful sign there that says, a nice big welcoming sign, except most of it's been torn down and spray painted over.
So Chicago got it.
The only part you can read is in spray paint it says yellow fever. In yellow spray paint.
I hope that's not a disease.
We don't
Can
know.
anyone here treat disease?
I don't think so.
You're funny.
Alright, well, my suit serves well enough for quarantining. May I use my well-informed feat to tell if yellow fever is indeed a known galactic disease?
You need to spend some time to get that information.
Alright, well, I will spend that time when we're getting brunch.
Okay. Yeah, your suit can easily connect to the city Wi-Fi if you wish.
That'll be a good idea.
Might as well. Start browsing the World Wide Web. Maybe get in contact with my info broker finally. Who knows? We'll send him an email.
Good times. I'm pulling shit up. Give me a second. as you're making your way, there, you easily connect to the city's Wi-Fi once you pass within its boundaries, and can pull up a map where you find the nearest place is a place. I don't have a name for it. One moment. Ooh, ooh, oh, dance to the beat. That's dead. Okay. The streets around you are very dilapidated. There's trash piled up. There's a lot of shit going on here.
Yep.
Chicago?
Chica. Actually, if you want to think The Division, that's probably more accurate.
Huh. Well, shit.
The city looks like a war zone. Got it.
Yep.
That's always pleasant to find.
You're wearing a black and white suit, right? Scully?
Oh.
I generally wear black suit, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna get shot at, aren't I?
As you're driving down the road, each side of you has towering apartment buildings, like made of brick. Look old. Graffiti covering all of it.
Of course it does.
And just about everyone you see is wearing a yellow shirt. And they're quite obviously armed. Pistols poking out of their belt lines. It only takes you a few seconds to realize, one, there's not a single cop around here. Two, this is a gangster area. A gang owns this place.
Oh, thank goodness we didn't bring Gorn.
Probably yellow fever. Hence the name.
Do it. That would
I mean,
probably do
like,
it, yes.
I think Felix is deterrent enough in this case because, you know, giant mech suit.
Yeah, well, when Felix looks to the side, he notices Adrel is in his spacesuit, so yeah, that doesn't help.
You're all definitely getting eyed as you drive by.
Understandably so.
As you keep on going, you know, some of them are definitely better armed than others, as a few of them have RPG-7s, as they just sit on their front porch.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep my awareness up, and if
Good
any
plan.
of those RPG-7s,
I'm sure RPGs are just for drive-bys.
any of those RPGs fire at us, I would like to cast Ice Wall to block the projectile.
Yeah, as you're looking around, you see these people have quite the array of weaponry. They're all wearing either yellow shirts or like yellow bandanas. They're wearing yellow in some fashion. Some people have some people have their pants or shorts down to about their thigh level.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
People that are just sitting on their porches, just staring and watching. High-powered rifles, RPGs, MGs. They have a lot of random shit. You even see someone has a laser rifle.
What the fuck?
No, must resist. Cannot stop.
You see that guy's rifle actually is attached to the extension cord and runs into the building he's sitting in front of.
It's gonna blow up breakthrough.
Talk to him, get his story, you know, maybe get him on with that. Still, who wants to take the first shots? That's why he's probably one of the upper ranks there.
I'm going to give the general order of
Be ready.
You ready? Yeah. So everyone gets +1 to their initiative or something like that.
Yes, actually.
Yeah.
Felix.
Yeah.
As you're looking over the map, like left of your HUD, you see that this area that you're sitting in is actually called Spelt Valley. That is the name of this part of town.
Spelt Valley.
Yep.
Here's a bit of trivia. This place is called Spelt Valley. Also known as not a good part of town, apparently.
Yeah, you see this entire section of town is marked in red with a little outline around it.
Yeah, I've wondered why they allowed them to take over the entrance to the city. Maybe they didn't have a choice.
That is possible.
One second. Here we go. The city is called Yumbe.
And
Y-U-M-B-E. Yumbe. The port city of Yumbe.
And the city is called Yumbe. So somebody, I think I'd prefer to call this place still hell, but slightly less
Shithole.
so. And I'm just gonna direct the party through the gangster area and out to the not red zone.
Yeah, the nearest place that your thing found to eat was like around the corner, still inside this area.
We could eat there.
It's called the Greedy Brush.
Let's put it
Obvious
up to a
reasons.
vote. Let's put it up to a vote. Who's voting to eat there?
Thinking. How many guns were just half a block away from this place?
Barely one block into the city, and you saw RPGs and shit waiting.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he knows what he wants to know. If there's a reasonable number that he is confident can handle around this immediate area. Because if it's over 10, then it's like
It's
leaning
well
away.
over 10. Like, there's people in windows that are just chilling. People are smoking here and there. You can hear gunshots in the distance, screaming. There's loud music somewhere.
If you can tell me that half of these folks here aren't really trained in those ovens that they're hosting, then yeah, I'm willing to take a chance.
How would you know?
They're gangers, so I'd be willing to bet that a majority of them aren't trained.
Are well trained. Trial by fire, my dude. If they're still here, they must be doing something right.
I mean, for all we know, this is the only gang in the city, and it's a major gang. And they're all
You
just
can
aligned.
use well informed to get this information. You just need to find a place to do that.
Well, and also we're brand new to the city, so I
That is
don't
also
think
true.
we'll get shot up just yet until we piss them off, and then we'll get shot up.
You do also see that there is another place, a deli, that is just outside the red zone by a block. It's called the Awesome Knife Deli.
What's the rating?
That one actually has a rating. The Greedy Brush does not have any rating whatsoever, or pictures of the inside, or anything that Google Maps would hand you. The Awesome Knife Deli has all of that, and tons of reviews.
Are they good reviews?
Well,
Yes, actually.
Oh,
I would
let's
probably go there.
Yeah, let's just go there.
They're sitting at a solid 3.5 stars
Is
That's
this
not bad.
Wow.
on Welp.
We'll probably only be able to afford one meal, then that's it. But at least
3.5.
it's safer.
Most reviews say good value.
I'm gonna pull up the menu.
Let me quickly check how much funding I have.
They're a deli, so
I
salads and
have-
sandwiches.
Okay, I have 547 dong and
Yeah, who actually
13K.
grabbed the dong from the mission?
If no one else grabbed it, I would have.
Okay.
Okay, your new armored mech man has all the dong in his suit.
Hmm.
His suit is full of dong. Yeah, so you have 500 individual little slates stored haphazardly
Yeah,
inside your suit.
For the basic value, I have that recorded on my sheet, and it's 40 credits per standard unit.
What?
Yeah, from the start of it, that's what it was recorded as, 40 credits each.
40?
Wow, you were
I
able
didn't
to
give
go
it that
back.
much value. It was either 4 or 3, not 40. At some point, one of us can go rewatch the first episode where I stated its value. Might be me. I might not care enough. I don't know. I got other shit I gotta do today, like laundry.
Fair enough.
So, where are you headed?
Probably to the Mercenaries Guild location here.
You don't know what that is.
I could probably find it. What
Find
do
a
I
place.
need to roll?
You do need to be in the
Are
general
we just
area.
assuming that we already went to the place to eat? Because I don't think we actually went in.
Yeah, dude, you need to do some info
Sorry,
gathering to know
wait.
anything. Welcome.
Fair enough.
Some places have it broadly advertised because people don't go there. Or you get information ahead of time on where something is.
Yep.
You have done none of that.
That is fair.
So you are working off of nothing. The boys are deciding where it is they're going to go eat brunch. And you're currently driving through a ganger town. Well, a ganger part of the city. Think Chicago.
Hmm.
And the streets look like the Division. There's fires here and there, trash piled up. Everyone is armed.
Basically, Chirac.
Yeah, sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, as you drive down the road, there's just people are armed pretty well as you're driving down. That person has a machine gun. That person has at least 2 pistols, a rifle, an SMG, another pistol, a pistol, a laser rifle, an RPG. You know, their arms are varied. There's even a light laser rifle here and there.
Huh. Fascinating.
I was confused as to why her servant was putting her in the vehicle. Ah, you're awake. How are you?
The main reason your thing probably isn't being attacked is because the undead are clinging to the side of it.
God damn. Yeah, Fuse didn't notice the rest of them. He just thought it was the one that got her in this particular buggy.
Yes, Sarah, you've been riding in the cab with Jonathan. All of your other undead everythings is outside the vehicle holding on for dear life. Gon is riding in the sidecar on the motorcycle. There's literally no other seats in the... Actually, if you wanted to, you could be riding in the buggy. Sarah?
I know they wanted me close to the one guy.
Mission's already
Yeah,
finished.
you were able to successfully finish it, so you could choose where you wanted to ride next.
You're now
that
off
would-
mission with no objective.
That would have been the main vehicle.
The buggy or the or the flatbed?
The flatbed.
Yeah, there's one spot in the flatbed, so it's you, the only other woman in the party, and the currently comatose Jonathan.
Yep,
Just poke him, is he alive?
probably.
Yep.
Yes, he's just very silent as he sits there wielding his 50 cal.
Just keep poking.
He's very tough. As you poke him, you feel like you're poking a rock. Sculpted from the finest marble.
Poor Jonathan. Going and in and don't care enough to really stop her.
Guns in the back. In the motorcycle. Felix is currently tied to the flatbed. Not much anyone can really do. And she's not hurting him, so nothing bad's happening. Jonathan will probably ask you to stop. As he just has a 50 cal pointing out the window at all the gangers. Anyway, they're voting on whether or not to go to the nearest place to eat, which is within the gang territory, or go just outside it to a place that actually has reviews. Sarah, what's your vote?
Both those places don't sound very too appetizing.
The one within gang territory with nothing on it, in terms of reviews or pictures or anything, is the Greedy Brush. The one just outside it's called the Awesome Knife Deli, which sits at a solid 3.5. Commented for good value and polite staff.
I guess we could go to the deli.
One vote for the deli. Everyone else?
I'm fine with the deli.
I'll take that as a unanimous decision. No one else is voting. Charles doesn't give a fuck. So a lot of you carefully make your way out of gangster territory without getting shot at or causing a mass fight. As you round a corner, you and your caravan take a right. Behind you, there begins a shootout. As you see a pimped up purple car, and people pop out of it and begin drive-bying people. So there's an outright war that happens down the road behind you, which you promptly ignore.
The only reason Fuse is giving it a second thought is like, you know, if they weren't making hot lead and whatever or projectile fly, we could get some pretty good scrap back there.
Good times.
I wonder if there'll be a frame left once we're done eating. That's the sort of thoughts Fuse is having as they drive to the deli.
Okay. A lot of you easily make your way over to the Awesome Knife Deli, which has a fairly sizable parking lot out front. Well, to beside the store. It's about 2 blocks away from gang area, and at that little border, there's like 3 to 4 cop cars just waiting. Decked out in riot gear with automatic shotguns. As they just like chill in their cars. They definitely they definitely stare at you guys as you drive by.
Sorry, I had family call me.
I'm describing you driving past a bunch of police that stare at you but don't do anything.
They stare at me. Awesome. What weapons are they carrying?
Yeah, not reading the situation, Fuse just gives them a thumbs up.
SWAT gear and automatic shotguns.
And where are they?
There's about 4. Well, there's 2 patrol cars and 2 like SWAT vans that are heavily armored. They're
So
left
technically,
and
they're
right
at
of the
the
road.
border that we're passing.
Yeah, they're at the gangster border. You assume they're there to stop the gangsters from getting out.
Oh, it's like they're just quarantining the yellow fever.
Yep. Yeah.
I give them a salute as we drive past.
As you drive past, a lot of them look befuddled, from what you can tell are behind their helmets. One of them does salute you back.
Nice.
One of the officers that was behind the armored car, who was walking around with a heavy machine gun.
Military.
You see there's a little spindle mount on the front of the armored car.
Yeah. I mean, for once, I think this amount of use of force for police is very authorized.
With what all those gangers have? Yeah.
Yeah. They got a laser gun hooked up to an extension cable.
That runs into the fucking house. You don't know what kind of power that thing has. Either it's just a little laser pointer, or it's a fucking devastator cannon. Fucking power goes out for the whole building as this fucker fires. Boom!
Yep.
Car explodes. 2 players die outright. No saves.
All the breakers flip. Entire part of the city gone. No power anymore. All of it discharged into a single burst that reduced the entire party to ashes.
And a consolation to all your own death, the ganger's gun also melted in the process.
And to the ganger.
And the ganger. Anyway. Using Warhammer terms for the unruly populace.
Yeah.
Gangers. Anyway. You promptly pull up and park over at the Awesome Knife Deli. The zombies that are holding onto the flatbed will act as guards.
Right. Well, since we're here, it's a deli, so we can get some sandwiches. Should be pretty cheap.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make sure.
think kind of like a food court. There's a lot of tables and a lot of people. There's quite a few people in there. You're right at lunchtime.
Yeah.
Lunch rush.
I descend from my suit of armor, leave it on the flatbed, still hooked on down with the
It's
zombies.
still
coming
strapped. Ratchet strapped.
up.
Oh well.
In my officer's uniform, the metal collar that folds out into my armor suit is still just its collar form. I'm just in a nice uniform with an openly carried revolver on my side.
Fuse jokingly jabs at Sullivan. Hey, dust yourself off. At least you
He
and
probably would have dusted himself off at some point.
You've been driving this whole time. What do you think?
Once they get in the place, we'll probably spend some time in the bathroom.
Pulls out a pocket
dampening the
vacuum.
paper towel. No, not so much that. Really. More like dampening the paper towel, just some dry paper towel, wiping up the top layer of dust, and dabbing with a damp one to get most of the stain, any dirt stains out.
Yeah, but most of y'all's clothing and persons are dirty as shit.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't
at
been
the
able
very
to,
least,
none of you have been able to
and
bathe.
Felix look like they won't get thrown out immediately.
I will say, none of you have been able to bathe for a week, so think about that for a minute.
That's true.
I have no sweat glands. My skin is literally a metal composite. I have no sweat glands. That's probably
What? Did you get that? Where?
Turians. The exoskeleton?
That's chitinous, it's not metal.
Oh, it is part metal.
Whatever.
It is a metal composite because it contains at least part metal at some point. Sounds cool.
Oh no, does Fallen have something for the smell though?
I don't think so.
I have phosphorus.
Everyone downright stanks. The zombies smell better.
Oh god.
Oh no!
That's depressing to hear.
Well, they're not rotting, so.
Alright,
There.
Fuse tells Sullivan that he and our close a person that's way back there in the flatbed are probably the only ones
So,
who can go in without being chased off.
As you bunch of gaggle fucks come in and sit down, anyone in the seats nearby tend to move away.
Fuse is tempted to just go right back outside to find some place to wash, but it's like, I'm in a suit. This is the best I can do. I'm probably not smelling that bad.
No, those inside of suits don't smell, because it's contained within the suit. Inside the suit, it's downright rank. Outside,
Fuse
nothing.
for the win.
Fuse might be dying inside there, but whatever.
I'm not gonna bring my combat suit in, so I don't
Yeah.
smell.
Your combat suit might break the floor.
Yeah.
What about my environmental suit?
She's also wearing an environmental suit. So, you still have to be able to bathe for a week, so as long as you stay inside that, yeah, you're mostly fine.
You're good. You're in the clear.
You're still rank inside there, don't take it off.
Yep.
Wearing that for weeks
Poor
straight
Sullivan.
cannot be good.
You're still a walking biohazard.
I would like to I'd like to get everyone's order because I have a digital menu so we don't have to harass the staff with our smell. So- We'll figure out what we want and then I'll go inside and order it to go and we can eat. at the front.
Actually, at the table, there's a thing in the middle that is like holo displays. Order.
Oh,
Oh,
there we go.
that's a lot easier. What kind of food they got?
It doesn't matter. Sandwiches,
Okay, I guess.
salads,
I'll have a
shawarma.
let's go with like a roast beef sandwich with
Wood. Swan. The
Shawarma.
beef equivalent is what the Drell tries to get.
I'm gonna try and get roast beef sandwich with Swiss cheese, some onions, and horseradish. This is the kind of shit I want. That's a good sandwich.
Like a BLT with some bacon added to it with extra bacon added to it with some pepperoni and salami.
BLT with bacon and extra bacon.
All with bacon.
Here, that's how piled it is. Anyway,
So Felix, if you can give me a demeanor check.
Demeanor.
Yes, just hit the unskilled roll.
15.
Okay.
nice.
As you're sitting here putting your orders in and waiting for your food, you eavesdrop in on what's happening around you and get some general information.
Wonderful. Like who the Yellow Fever are?
Yeah, they're a local gang, quite large. They've taken a part of the city recently. By recently, it was like a year ago.
They're doing pretty well for themselves.
Their main opposition gang, who wears purple, as you've noticed. I've lost their name. Give me a moment.
The doctors?
The doctors. Oh.
Nice joke, but he said he lost their names.
Damn.
I can't seem to find it. let's try this one. Oh, here we go. That might work. Oh, no, that works better. I'll take that one. The elephants. Yes, purple is their color. So the elephants versus yellow fever. Wow, that works too well together, doesn't it?
Wow.
Is there any? Do they have any public baths that we could go to?
No. Their public baths aren't really a thing. Although there are trucker stops, gas stations that do have showers and shit.
I guess we could head there to get the sink off of us.
The stank. Which, only one that really stinks and people notice, Felix, you do smell. Even if you don't sweat, you do smell.
Damn.
You've been in that suit the whole time. Something's gonna stick to you. Probably the various birds that got in there, but who knows? So Sullivan and Felix are the only ones everyone can
Person
smell.
support.
Everyone else is inside a fucking suit.
I'm gonna.
But yes, your total order comes out to 20 dong. To feed everyone in the party. It's a good meal,
It's
though.
been so long since I've seen a reasonable price.
It's now 200 dong! Ah, just like old times. 20 dong for whoever wants to pay it.
I'll pay it with my I'll pay it out of the paycheck that we got. Unless anyone wants to say otherwise.
Fuse isn't in the habits of keeping track of dong, so he probably has none.
How much dong did we get from the mission complete?
A lot.
We got
500.
500, and it might be more. He's gonna review the footage and decide if we get more. And nobody took it, and so I just took it.
Plus, you have 100 dong dough, so you could use that instead if you're.
Yeah. I mean, either way, it's coming out of the dong that I have. So I'll pay for our meal as a gesture of good faith for allowing me to be in the party and also giving me all your money.
Thank you for letting me be here and giving me all of your money. Truly appreciate it.
I'm glad you think that is what. Because you could feel the smirk behind his visor.
I definitely don't say that.
That would have been weirdly awesome, but yes, that's
No,
probably for the best.
I would say thanks for letting me here, but not thanks for giving me all your money.
There we go.
You do know that there's a bunch of weird gun laws in the city.
Yeah, I would like to look at those gun laws.
Like this is what you're passively hearing, but you can look up specific things later. Someone's bitching about the weird gun laws. Someone's talking.
Okay, I gotta go AFK
Bye.
for maybe a few minutes.
Bye.
Okay.
Be
Do
sure
I
to mute
overhear-
yourself. Dumb fuck. Anyway,
Do I overhear what the gun law is?
no, they're just bitching
Yeah, you're
about
probably
it.
doing.
You came in mid conversation, so they're just talking about various shit. So someone was talking about the gang, someone's talking about the violence, someone's talking about gun laws. You're just dropping in and out and being generally well informed.
Alrighty.
Something about an
Yeah.
upcoming election.
Yeah, I'll just check on the interwebs. As we're eating, I'll Google up what the fuck the gun laws in the
It's
city
Woogle.
are.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Haha, nice.
I'll Google up what the gun laws of the city are then.
Woogle.
Ooh, there we go. Gonna take a while to set, but it's pretty unique.
Ooh, what's the gun laws of the city?
You proceed to hear the moves of a cow as it streaks overhead.
I don't know what that is, but apparently it doesn't like my voice. But yeah, as we're eating, I will Google the gun laws, or as we're driving, either one, because I have time.
Yeah, the nearest truck stop's actually on the south entrance of the town, so it'll be a little bit of a drive.
Okay.
Yeah, the gun laws do not prohibit you to have guns, but it does prohibit you from openly carrying them.
Oh, so I'm just blatantly breaking the laws.
And all
Yep.
those other people's when we drove in.
Yes, because gangsters are super concerned about the laws.
I mean, I don't personally give a shit about the open carry laws. They can try and stop me.
As you continue to read onto them, it does state that that police officers wishing to enforce this law can shoot first and ask questions later.
I mean, we drove past police when I was open carrying my gun.
Exactly.
Oh, we were in a buggies.
I'm
Yeah, we were in a buggy.
An armored MG
what?
buggy and a fucking mech suit on a flatbed that's towing a motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many openly carried firearms that we could not stop openly carrying firearms if we tried. I don't have a place to put my firearms other than open carry.
Toss it inside your suit. Walk around naked.
I can't fit my suit's revolver inside my suit.
No, but you fit your revolver in your suit.
My revolver isn't the issue.
Yeah, very unfavorable position to be in right
Now,
there.
it doesn't say anything about vehicle weapons being illegal. So tanks, turrets, and other large caliber weapons are perfectly fine.
A bit of respite, if you will.
We could just ask the police for a permit to open carry.
So no small caliber weapons. No. This is just a blanket ban. There is no carry permit of any kind.
Damn.
Although you can conceal carry without a permit if you can hide whatever the fuck it is.
I feel like it's more of a thing to be able to openly fire at and prosecute gangers than anything else, because they didn't fire at us.
That definitely seems like the gist you're getting at as you're reading this.
Yeah. For some reason, I feel like if we were wearing yellow or purple, we would have been shot at. But seeing as we're not, we were not shot at.
Interesting.
It's Chicago. I'm picking up on the laws.
That being said,
you're saying
while
that
you were in the
The other
deli,
reason that
you were able to spot that a few people were concealed carrying, and some people were just openly carrying automatic shotguns.
Yeah. Well, all we have to do is, just going to say this now. There is a law against openly carrying firearms. The police seem not to care, so long as you don't piss them off. So,
wait, are you saying that we could have probably gotten off because our weapons weren't that clearly seen? I mean, mine probably wasn't seen because I was sitting down.
Well,
and
the
holding
fine
it
print
to
says
the
small
side.
arms.
small arms. Does my revolver count as a small arm?
Your revolver, yes. Your mech's revolver, no.
I'll just
That's probably
stuff
why
the
they didn't
revolver.
shoot at Jonathan, who had a 50 cal pointing out the window.
I think I will just stuff my revolver down my pants next time we leave the fucking thing then.
And I return.
Welcome back. Anything else you wish to woogle while you're at it?
How's the restroom, Sullivan?
Oh yeah.
Shush.
So as we keep going, I don't think I'm gonna Google anything else because I don't know if I want to or if I know anything to Google.
Well.
What about ratings on?
Wait, we have internet connection?
I have.
What the heck am I doing here?
My
Yes!
suit is
Yes, you
susceptible.
do! Upon realizing this, Fuse pulls out his communicator and sees, yes, he can connect to the city's Wi-Fi.
My suit
Everyone
is-
can indeed connect their communicator to city Wi-Fi and browse shit.
Grand.
Yeah. Oh yeah, did you guys just think I was spouting shit just because I was omnipotent or something?
No, I was thinking you just had high tech, is what Fuse says before he starts rapidly typing.
Is there a difference between the two?
You have many desktop computers in your pockets. Communicators are
alright.
powerful, my man.
They are.
Some of them can even holo project entire things for you.
That's actually pretty impressive.
They're not that expensive. You can go buy one right now. I think they would be 50 dong.
Nice.
Reasonable.
It'd be the size of our normal phones today. You know, barely fits in your hand. Has a little projector to project a hard HoloLight computer screen and keyboard.
Yeah. So, what about the fucking truck stop? Does it have any reviews? Does it say there's much?
Reviews about how clean the showers always are. Someone complaining about the price of them, and someone else saying how their fuel prices fluctuate too much. Otherwise, it sits at a solid 4.5.
All right. So, looks like we're paying for showers.
You say this as you arrive. Park your vehicles, and yes, this truck stop has a wide variety of fuel. Hydrogen, biofuel, bioethanol fuel, high O2 oxygen content fuel,
I'm gonna.
aluminum nitrate. Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna load up on hydrogen for my fusion.
Yeah, they also have, when you walk in, it's kind of like a mini convenience store. Like most gas stations in the US. Tons of stuff, basically crap tons of snacks. But truck stops also have other things like novelty items, actual useful items, gas cans, jacks, oil.
Nice.
Brand new phones, clothing, a new attire, including hydrogen fuel cells.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. How expensive is hydrogen to get like a few hydrogen tanks for my fusion core?
They sell the tanks separately without any fuel in them. But each, I think it was 50 dong.
For a single tank?
It's for a quarter tank. It is for a 1/4 unit tank. It is 50 dong, and it's not full.
And how many units does my core take to fill?
Your thing only holds 1 unit, and that's in 4 quarter tanks.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'll shower first and then see how much I have left.
As you approach the little kiosk for the showers, it informs you that it is 2 dong for 1 hour of shower. So 2 dong per hour. And you'll be given a ticket and told when your shower is ready.
People really like to bitch about prices, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That ain't shit. I'm gonna buy myself a shower ticket. Is anyone else gonna buy a shower ticket?
Yeah.
Probably gonna get one of those as well.
I imagine everyone will. So everyone, minus 2 dong. If you have dong to lose.
That is.
If you do not have dong to
Someone's gonna have
lose,
to
speak
minus
up.
an extra 2 because Fuse has none.
Fuse proceeds to
I'm
beg
the
for
guy.
dong.
I'm the guy who took all of our money could just split it and take it out of our portions.
I was like, hey, I don't know, hey Felix, do you want to portion out the dong?
Yeah, I'll just portion it out. I'll give, how many people do we have with us right now? 4? I'll give 125 to each person.
There's more than just 4 people. At least
Yeah.
include Gon.
But they're not in the call right now.
No. But they were present for the mission. If not, he will be informed that he was left out of the cut. Which may or may not upset him. Also, Aina, his other character. Although they're played by the same player, so I don't know.
I'm definitely.
Aina didn't
So
do
yeah.
much that mission, so.
So do we have 5 people then? No, because Jonathan.
1, 2, 3,
6.
4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Okay, so as far as I know, Jonathan is in a coma, and so
Yeah, Jonathan hasn't spoken or done anything for the longest time.
I'm just gonna assume they're carting him around because he's in a coma. So I'm gonna give
He's in a battle
everyone-
coma. He takes place in combat, he does nothing else.
I'm gonna give everyone 100 dong then because that's split evenly between everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everyone gets their even cut.
I'll just give the 100 to Aina or Gon, and I'll tell Dragon about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you have 2 characters, okay? Okay. You pretty much give money to the other, so I don't see a problem.
Their shared bank account,
Effectively.
and then everyone can buy their own showers.
Yep.
Which
I gave it
almost-
to Aina because Gon has too much dong.
Hurry, loot his pockets. He's unconscious.
Yeah, how much does he have?
I shall not say. He is also getting a shower.
And then
But so who's washing him if he's unconscious?
That's a good question.
Don't worry about it. His briefcase turret that fires 20mm railguns.
Oh yeah, that's pretty nuts.
and after that, I'm gonna pick up a hydrogen tank and fill it up, and then refill my fusion core. How much would that run me? Or actually, while I'm waiting for the ticket, I'll do that. Because we gotta wait on the shower anyways.
It is 125 credits per unit of hydrogen.
And so that would be 62.5 dong per unit of hydrogen. Or no, because it's 3 credits to 1 dong.
Yeah.
So it would be 42 repeating, I believe.
I said 125 credits, right?
Yeah.
Divided by 4 to get your 1/4.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
I
it's for
thought it was-
1 unit.
no. I'm doing the per unit. I'm doing the per unit right now. So
Okay.
it would be 10 dong to load up a. Yeah, it would be 10 dong to load up a
A unit.
quarter unit. No, to load
Oh.
up a quarter unit. It's 40 repeating. So I will subtract the dong, which would be how unfull is my fuel right now?
How long did I make sure you showed up for? A week?
Yeah.
1 week of constant running. Was that with or without fighting?
Without. So it's been mostly idle since I'm just sitting there. So I don't believe it has to have full systems on to take a few steps.
Yeah, no.
So it's at least 60.
So 7 divided by 4. $1.75 days per quarter unit. And it's been about a week. So you're running on fumes as you're standing there. Actually, no, it's for you specifically, it's been just under a week. So you probably have just a little bit left of your last unit as it's sitting on the flatbed.
So... Okay, so I have 88 dong remaining now. But, how long does it last when it's running idle?
A week idling. Oh, and you can't really turn this thing off. Its off state is basically hibernation. The little fusion reactor keeps running. But in that mode, it can't do anything other than keep its reactor going.
Well,
In that mode, it lasts a year on those 4 unit on that 1 unit.
Wow.
But it's doing nothing else other than sustaining fusion. Good times. I imagine in active combat, it'd put you down to 3.5 days.
So, would anyone mind lending me some money so I could get an extra unit of hydrogen to tote around?
Because this thing guzzles fuel.
Yeah.
But for what it does, my god. Right? Kind of like our tanks of today. Their fuel economy is absolute shit, but man, can they perform.
Yeah, so does anyone mind lending me some money for the hydrogen tanks?
I could probably spare some.
How much are you needing?
I need approximately 70 dong in total. Pay you back in credits.
You can buy the hydrogen with credits.
Oh, I can?
Yeah, I told you that
Oh.
they're selling it in credits, but the
I thought,
storage
yeah.
units are sold in dong.
Oh, okay, then I'll buy all. Okay, I can just.
Fuck that! I don't need your help.
No, no, I
By the
still
way.
need a bit more dong. I need 32 dong
Jesus.
to buy my final container, but I can just buy the rest in credits. So that'll be literally all my credits but 5 for 2 whole units of dong, or 2 whole units of hydrogen. But if someone minds lending me 32 dong, I can afford it.
2 units, so you can refill it so it works for this week.
Hmm.
And then the other, so you actually have some backup.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might want to think about putting your suit into idle most of the time.
I thought it was.
That's a hot idle. Well, there's idle and there's hibernation, which taking it out of hibernation takes several hours.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Not something you want on a battlefield.
Yeah.
So it can go from... It can walk around and do shit while it's in idle, which is why it gets 7 days of work out of it. It's ready to go at all times. And it can immediately swap to combat at any time. Hibernation, it cools down and then it takes time to ramp back up.
Okay.
Because in hibernation, the only thing it's doing is sustaining fusion. None of the systems work, it can't move, everything is off. As it leisurely sips fuel.
Yeah, and we can just get a job. That'll take a week to complete and just pay off my hydrogen debt.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take out a loan? Find yourself a loan shark.
Nah. So, does anyone mind lending me 32 dong? Am I just gonna do 3 hydrogen tanks rather than 4?
Careful, Gohan might be another loan shark.
I'm pretty sure Gon would lend you that.
Right.
Gon frequently offers to lend people money, so it wouldn't be out of character for him.
Alrighty. So I have a total of 8 dong remaining.
I'm gonna say, is anyone else going to loan for him, or shall I minus it from Gon?
I could. How much is needed?
Just 32.
I could probably.
Anywhoozin, as you're sitting here asking for shit, Gon and Aina get called first for their showers. So they promptly fuck off. Like, over the intercoms, they call the number and say, you have 5 minutes to get to your shower or you lose your spot.
Can anyone here build armor? Like actual combat armor?
Not really.
Uh,
You got a mechanic
Alright.
that can maintain and try to build shit. You got a munitions expert that can also try to do it. But they're not really made for building shit. You need a specialist.
I just wanted to ask. Well, I'm just gonna sit around and wait for the shower.
Oh, by the way, FYI, if your suit ever turns off completely, it'll need to be jump started.
Yeah, that's not gonna be fun.
Yeah, it takes 2 fusion cores worth of energy to jumpstart one. Well, of the same size. If you go and jack into a ship, you can definitely jumpstart it with that. Quick, run the jumper cables!
I imagine that once we're off this shithole, hydrogen will be more plentiful and probably cheaper.
True.
Galactic average actually sits at around 100 credits.
Are credits just more available?
Credits are more universally accepted,
Oh.
unlike this planet, which has local currency, and local currency is more readily accepted here.
Makes sense.
Only in cities. Most places in cities will accept credits. Some won't.
Yeah, while we're waiting on the shower, I will Google some jobs, see if I can find any job listings for us.
You definitely find some jobs listed by the police for just general mercenary work, thinning out gangers.
Would anyone want to do that? Send out the gangs?
That'd be a good idea.
You get paid 2 dong per head you bring back. Well, left ear specifically.
So we go on a killing spree and we get